Or you just make up? So,
Yeah, straight. Come.
okay, I'll make
And
you
you
wait
come.
for her.
तेरे को मैं 10 बार बोलूँगा इसको पहले खोलने के बाद ही करना है
Very soon for all of you. It is being launched in association with Lakme Fashion Week. And
हमको नहीं लेने देना
ना बाद में लेते हैं इनको लेने दे अरे look here.
Okay. Look.
Ma'am, look here. Here.
Look here. Ileana, right side.
Sorry.
Ma'am, look here.
Look here. Yeah, look here, straight. Ileana.
Ma'am, to your right.
Ileana here, straight.
Ma'am, here, please.
Look here, straight.
Ma'am, here. Madam, थोड़ा problem हो गया. One more.
Yeah, look here.
मैम एक बार और कर देते हैं.
Ileana here. Look here.
okay, Ileana, may I request you
मैम
to-
एक बार
Ready?
Yeah,
Okay,
ready.
1, 2, 3.
It's not fair, it's really not fair for them to be treated that way just so we can wear something that looks a little fancy. So I truly believe in this, and I think it takes a little bit of work from our end to not support these kind of clothes and not support the treatment. And I think in time we'll be able to ensure a really good lifestyle for the rabbits, and I truly believe that they deserve a really good, happy life as we do. You wouldn't like to be treated that way, would you? So, yeah.
Well said. I'd like to open the floor to questions about this issue.
Ileana, just tell us how do they normally the fur is being just plucked out, or is it shaven off?
From
Because the way you're explaining the cruelty part.
yes, I think as you can see in the video, and you can, as Purva said, you can find the lengthier video, the proper full video in detail. You can watch it on the website. But I think from whatever I've been told, like with me, I can't really watch things like this. I find it really traumatizing. But the rabbits aren't killed, so they're still alive when the fur is being plucked off. So it's just pulled off in clumps. So the animal actually goes into shock and trauma, and most of the time they're just thrown back into a filthy cage. And the cage sometimes is really sharp, so the paws, their little paw pads get cut as well. And the wounds are not really taken care of. So they're not really taken care of at all. They're just flung in there, and I suppose the fur eventually maybe grows back, I don't know, but they're just thrown in there. And sometimes they're actually stretched out onto like a surface, as you can see in the video as well. And the fur is it like scraped off almost? Sort of like shaved off, but not
Yeah,
really.
the fur is plucked out usually, but when they tie them up on the plank, it can be sheared off, but you couldn't hear it in the video, but the rabbits scream in pain.
Yeah.
But do they protect the rabbit?
They don't.
Further,
They don't.
What the rabbits like?
The rabbits are crammed in these really tiny cages. So they just pretty much, like I think with the people who do this, they don't really care about the lifestyle and the well-being of the animal. All they want is the fur. So they don't really care about protecting the rabbit after they've got what they want. So they're all crammed. They could be like about how many in one cage? It's just all put in there. And some of them do survive, I suppose some don't, because the wounds can be quite brutal.
that turning point in your life when you actually thought, you got to know how much you love animals? Maybe there was a moment or an experience which you actually got to know.
I think it's always been, maybe, I don't know, I think I've been born that way, I suppose, because I can't remember exactly when. From the time I was really little, I couldn't stand the thought of even a rat being killed. You know when you have infestation of rats sometimes that come to your house and you got to kill them because they're just going to eat up everything. But I couldn't even take that. So I've always been incredibly sensitive when it comes to animals. Even sometimes, I mean, I don't know, sometimes I find myself quite a sissy because I can't take it, I start crying. And but I think it takes a lot of guts to be able to look after them, I think I've had a lot of help with my family. Because when I see an injured animal, the first thing I do is I start wailing and crying, and before I can actually get to help them, it takes a while. So I've had a really supportive family who's helped me out, and my mother's been unbelievable. She's helped me and kept me in the house while I've brought in 14 cats. So yeah, I haven't been kicked out yet, so that's a good thing. But I think it was just, I think it's just inborn. I think with me, I love the love that you get back from an animal when you actually shower them with that kind of love. It can be incredibly loyal. I've heard a lot of people say that they don't like cats, and personally I didn't like cats as well, but the first time I actually adopted one was when I completely fell in love with her. So, I mean, they're as complex as human beings, I suppose, You gotta give them their space and they'll love you back eventually.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Simran Singh from Bollywood Nazar. Ma'am, first of all, congratulations, and it's a very big step that you have supported this campaign.
Thank you.
I'd like to know how far would you go to support this cause? Would you even try to tell your friends, in films, would you try to support this cause also, in films also?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think with this kind of cause, it's very easy. I mean, the best part about and basically the fur can be found in any kind of clothing, and you have so many varieties now. You don't really need to stick to only Angora. So you've got cotton, you've got linen, like I've said. So there's so many other things that you can use. There you go. So it's not like that you've got to only rely on this kind of material. So there are other ways, and there is a way that you can support this cause. It's not like it's something that is absolutely not possible. So I think everyone, if you do your little bit, it would actually get to a point where we won't need Angora fur anymore, and eventually the rabbits could be saved. So I think I could go to as much of a level as I can. I mean, I can definitely recommend it to my stylists, and me as a person, I can take the initiative for not using it myself. I can't really speak for others, but I can speak for myself.
Is there any other questions?
Ileana, would you just tell us, from a very long time there have been speculations going on that you are doing a film with Shah Rukh. In fact, could you just confirm whether it's true or it's just a rumor? Your reaction on it.
I'm just as perplexed as you are. That's all I can say.
You don't have any idea, like it's just...
The industry is a really strange, complex place. Sometimes I have no idea what's going on. And as far as this is concerned, I'm as confused as you. I have no idea.
Okay. That was the last question. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ileana. Thank you so much, Colston.
Thank you.
For helping us highlight this very important cause and for literally saving animals' lives.
Well, I think the biggest thank you should be to PETA, Asia, India, worldwide, for the work that they do. They really put themselves out there. We wouldn't get this video, we wouldn't have this awareness if they didn't really, put themselves. So yes, please, big round of applause for them. Thank you. Yeah, keep up the good work.
Thank you so much.
चलो Ileana, give me one solo picture, please. हो गया भाई?
हो गया सब लोग? हाँ। इलियाना का एक सिंगल।
Ileana here. Yeah, here. Yeah, look here. This camera. Ileana. Ileana. Can you just? Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Ileana, yeah.
Ileana here. Yeah.
Ileana यहाँ पे.
Ileana here, please.
Need photo op तो हो गया अभी 10 मिनट पहले.
अरे हम.
Actually taken for PETA campaigning, or is it your personal collection?
No, it's specifically for the campaign. I think the tagline says it all. It says "Give cruelty cold shoulder," and I personally really believe in it, like I mentioned earlier as well. And I think it's a cause I believe in, and I think it's a cause that should be pushed very strongly. And I think the photo sort of says it all. You know, like give them the cold shoulder. So I thought it was a very. It's also sort of to signify that be comfortable in your own skin, and you don't need an animal's fur to really, you know.
Okay, so your T-shirt says it all. That
Yes, no
say
fur.
No to fur. So how have you customized more of these T-shirts to give it to your Bolly friends or B-Town friends?
Well, I think PETA is such a lovely wide range among Bollywood as well. You know, a lot of people have come forth and been a part of this to give more preference to this campaign. And I don't really feel that I should really go out and personally give T-shirts myself. I like them myself, so I've got quite a few from them, and I'm very happy with my T-shirts.
Ileana, you're a vegetarian or non-vegetarian since it's
Well, this is about fur, basically. So we're not here to talk about my eating habits. We're talking about fur being used, not about the animal specifically. So as far as the fur campaign is concerned, yes, I've very strongly pushed away from Angora. I had no idea about Angora being a part of, you know, like you can find it in scarves, which I had no idea.
So how do you feel now that you have supported this cause?
It's such a proud feeling. I mean, I've always been a big fan of their work, you know. I think it's very commendable. So some of the activists actually put themselves out there and really get, you know, into dangerous situations to get these kind of footage and stuff like this. So I think it's very, very brave of them. And I think we as actors, since we are in the public eye all the time, we can do a little bit to help them out. And I feel incredibly proud that they asked me to be a part of this. So.
Ileana, also how much important is it to a Bollywood personality joining this cause, and do you think it reaches easily for the audience and like marketing?
I think so. I think so very much so, because I think whether we like it or not, we tend to somehow become icons, you know, irrespective of whether we like it or not. So I think people sometimes blindly follow whatever trends we try to put across there. And I think if we talk about something that's really important, there would be a wider reach to them, as opposed to, you know, another person talking about it. So I think with Bollywood, it's so big in India especially. So I think it's nicer that we've collaborated together and we can address a wider reach audience.
Okay, that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's good. I like this. Kaun hai yahan par? Can we get some light on this side? We see a bunch of really excited people. Who's that? Whoa, 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 whoa! I see some ladies.